Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hello. So, today, we're going to continue playing this game, of course. Now, I should say that, we did enter the trial. Oh, I guess I should start here. I should start here because I did spend, like, 35 minutes on, like, the same part yesterday, so I'm not going to upload that. We didn't do anything. We sat through, like, what was one cutscene after going through this door, and then I didn't know what to do after that because the instructions were unclear. But we will go through it once again.
You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you.
I bet you were afraid you'd be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can reveal all the details of
Makoto's crime.
So they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then who is the killer? One who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom,
The courtroom.
where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Alright, now last time I was only able to talk to one of these people before I accidentally clicked on the door, so this time I will actually talk to everyone. Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready? They're probably all just gonna have like one-line things. So the school basement has become the darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness to Mr. Naegi's final curtain call. And they all think I did it.
You know what I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. We know you what you did, Leon. Being so insistent, even though you obviously killed her. Very impressive. Oh, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? ... Wrong person. I can't help but wonder that whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now. You're just hiding behind
I'm sorry.
schoolboy. Sorry, in the end I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. Is this really how Sayaka would want us to find out who killed her? Wow.
Got it!
Relax, I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit yet. Maybe, but you're obviously thinking that way. Yeah, like everyone else. ... Let's get started. Wow.
Hey,
There's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future. I'll talk to these last two. Weed man. Damn, we really gotta go through this class trial thing, huh?
You know?
Yep. You wanna confess, I guess now's the time to do it. Tell you, no, I didn't do it.
What?
So whoever stuck us
What?
in here took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh? Yeah. That is true. Guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
well then.
Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right. No.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. Wow. You need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I need someone else to tell me to do that. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that.
And Sayaka's honor.
I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes.
Oh,
Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant awaiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school.
You finally arrived.
What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? No, not even close. Total shit. Yeah, well, I mean, Moto, you don't need to do that, alright? It looks pretty good to me. Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto someone else. The air seemed to grow as heavy as we sat there. And so the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment.
A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal.
A deadly riddle, a deadly defense,
A deadly faith.
deadly, lots of deadly. A deadly class trial! Yay! Can't wait for the class trial. Do you want to save your data? Yes, I do. We'll save it once again for the class trial. And this was just about where we ended up at. On this part for like 30 minutes until, thankfully, one of my viewers, who name may or may not be Shifty, told me what I was supposed to do because I was stuck on it. Because the game didn't tell me what I was supposed to do.
All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Let me call you. No. No, good pause. No.
Of course.
I won't ruin your stream, just put me on speaker. No, I don't even have my iPod nearby. No. My iPod's, I don't even know where my iPod is. It's out of battery.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
It's all the dead people.
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Oh.
okay. But what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh no, there's a 16th person we haven't met yet. Oh god. Oh lord.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
Oh, come on. No, it's impossible.
Okay.
Just
what
an
about
extra
second
seat for
the
no reason?
preamble?
Nah,
Get
impossible.
ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who do we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? I've already seen this tutorial part like 3 times already in an effort to learn how to do it, but I'll do it. Just for you guys, just in case. As things progress, during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim, then fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun.
I assert that the one who was
I'm
murdered
ready.
was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Alright, thank you, Captain Obvious.
know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that
Come
the
on.
killer must have
Please
taken her
work.
by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Hell yeah. It worked. Oh my goodness, it finally worked.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide.
Wow, congratulations, good cause. That's amazing.
The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Yep, sorry.
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
The murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Oh god. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Oh no. Well, we know what killed her. Make your argument. Kitchen knife set. I do have that. I do have that at my disposal.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
Thank you so much.
Killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong!
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Wait, yeah, no, you couldn't sort of see it. It was, you could definitely see it was a kitchen knife.
I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay,
You just
so the
didn't
murder
even
weapon
look.
was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
What? Of course he'd wanna.
Right.
Of course he'd wanna pin it on me.
The scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not gonna change that conclusion.
Yeah, good pause. You still got to do that jingle. You still have to work on that.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone is saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge. If this gauge empties, you can't concentrate, but the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh snap. This is one this is a crazy soundtrack
So
now.
I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret. Nobody was in the dining room.
No, that's wrong.
I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
This soundtrack slaps. Okay, wait, hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to watch my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Thank you so very much for following, Gaby. I'm just gonna assume it's Gabby. 11037 exclamation point. Oh, silly me. Forgot the underscore. Wow. Done goofed. Forgot the underscore. Very key part. Thanks so very much.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
Wow. What a great soundtrack. This soundtrack's just crazy.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
That's impossible.
Idiot swimmer girl?
Oh yeah, by the way, that too.
Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you
That's a
ask,
good question.
and so I shall answer.
Of course, good pause. 100%. show up in a purple suit, a galaxy suit, and a top hat.
Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Then what's the point of being an accomplice if you can't graduate while being an accomplice?
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Ah.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops, did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
In person? Sure, I guess. Sure, fine.
Okay, so then...
Fine,
who
good
did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
I can.
Oh, well, I guess she can. Oh wait, no, good pause. I'd have to do a speech. Doesn't the best man have to do a speech? Good pause. No, yeah, no, I can't. Good old Leonid would probably have to be the one to do that.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
I'm good at speaking. Great, even. No, all lies. Look at you now. Yeah, no. I guess if I'd have to do a speech, I'd unfortunately have to decline. Good pause. Leonid would be a perfect candidate, though.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
What is it?
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
Oh.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
Dagnabbit.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
No.
We're not allowed
It does not.
to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you...
Oh, you
then what
made the
other
mistake.
possibility is
He's
there?
gonna get killed next.
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Oh. Someone who's not here? Who are you talking about?
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Suka. Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
No, she was probably planning to murder me for all I know.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
Excuse me?
See? He did do it after all.
All these people, I hate these people.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
Shut up, Hifumi.
You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Ah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Something missing from the scene of the crime that should have been there. Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? I don't know what that is, but sure. As things advance further in a class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the correct order. Use the mouse to aim. Oh, okay. Shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage. Oh no. Something that should have been at the scene of the crime but wasn't. Well, I'm trying to think here. Need to figure out what that something is. Huh. It's a 4-letter word. Hair. Huh. Hair? Why is it not hair? I don't know. This doesn't look like. Oh god. Huh. I'm a little bit confused here. Oh no. Oh, what? Now it's hair? What?
Now I understand.
I'm confused. What? Alright, whatever.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
That's bizarre.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room?
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Why are you even here?
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Yes.
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
I would also like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the door. Object the killer broke. The doorknob.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
You know, the thing that goes on a door.
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken.
Yeah.
See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
I need to go to sleep. I got school tomorrow at 7, and I've been really bad at waking up. Alright, good pause. I'll see you then. Or see you some other time. Thank you for stopping by.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
I wouldn't have to break it. I know how to open the door.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Alright, fine, I'll hear more. From here on out, a number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Oh no. Bathroom door frame.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
That is right.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
No. Yes.
No, it's wrong.
There is no lock.
The reason reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be.
Okay, I'm gonna raise the volume a little bit in the game.
But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door.
I know, it's depressing.
That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked. They didn't know the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime that they didn't know was the crime took place in my room. Okay.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Why are you even here?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is right!
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell all of you people, but you know, you all sucked, so.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Why?
But
We
what
can't
happens if
quit.
we can't
Why do you
decide
gotta
on
do
who we
this to
think
me?
did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
No, we can't.
Majority rules? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
For serious?
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, okay, one question. That sounds great.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Ah,
Yes.
what a great question.
How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That answer right here. Right there. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka could let someone in because... because I don't know. Maybe the file. Oh, so that's your evidence? No, I mean maybe not. Mr. Naegi, you disputed my statements. Let's see.
Shoot.
Oh god, looks like I embarrassed myself in front of everyone. Yeah, I don't know what to grab. There's no way. There's no way Sayaka could let someone in because. Sayaka's wrist? No.
Shoot!
I don't know. To be quite honest. Yeah,
Shoot!
do something because she was frightened. Switching rooms?
I got it!
That's really it's the
Because
switching
Sayaka
rooms.
was already scared, remember?
But we already knew
That's
that.
why she
We
asked
already
me to
knew
switch
why we were
rooms in the
switching
first
rooms.
place.
I thought we already established this. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, you won't open the door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh?
Huh?
Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appear.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap.
Looking
I better
cool,
make sure I
Joker.
rip the paper out before I
what's
use it
going
from
on?
now on.
Oh. Welcome to the stream.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
Yep. No, I didn't know.
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
In that note, Sayaka wrote it. Wow.
But why? Why would she write that?
I don't know. That's a good question.
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
That is true. So it wasn't Hifumi. It was. Yep. He would not dare go near those 3D
But can we be
people.
sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
No.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Oh no. Make your argument. Dorm nameplates. Ah, jeez.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
The killer went to my room and said Sayaka's for what reason? Oh god.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see.
Oh,
so if
did the
someone
pew
read
pew.
that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's
I missed.
room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even they would not have any...
It certainly would seem that way.
Sayaka and Makoto, but in the note, the place they were at, it specifically says, my room.
Your meaningless words tire me. Please stop wasting my time.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says,
I see. So if then they would have gone to Sayaka.
exactly.
The room.
That Makoto was still...
No, that's wrong.
Break. Yeah, break.
The
No,
nameplates
that's
on my
wrong.
and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
Yep, that's wrong. Objection.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other. so switching the nameplates would be no problem.
Mondo just looks pissed.
And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
No, I totally switched him.
Right? Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew we switched rooms was... the killer. Hey, sorry, I don't know. I had no idea that you were actually in your... Oh, yeah, that is true, but why would she switch the plates? Oh, shoot, I embarrassed myself. Oh, no. It wasn't... It was her.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms.
Get it together! Yeah. He keeps choosing the wrong stuff, and I'm gonna get killed for it.
So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was...
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room. Okay? Okay.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
Why would she switch them?
Why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
Going to murder someone, I see.
What?
Maybe. It's the only answer.
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably... Whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
Well, thank you so very much for getting this. We would have never known. Case closed. We're done, alright? Yeah, we did it, you guys. We did it. We did it. We did it.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt. Have to be this one, right? I only have one heart left.
I got it!
Okay, good.
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
Yes, you are right. It's gold.
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? And what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Sure! Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Yeah, sure, I guess. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. Why? Why are you doing that? Don't do that. Don't do that. Do not do that, please. In other words, from here on out, you have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots. Oh no. Oh no. That's not good. If you come with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. If you can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which one to fire. You can use the mouse wheel. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes this time, logic difficulty will be set to mean. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden in her leg.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her.
And that's exactly what happened.
The person with the sword really did attack first, and there's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
No, it's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Oh.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Ah.
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
No. I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
Ah, yes.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Part of her body that shows she never used a sword? Her hands! Her palms.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Because of the gold.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Yes, that's exact. Yep, you caught me. You caught me red-handed.
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens at nighttime. The water was off. The water was off.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously. So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Damn.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky?
Quite.
For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior.
Come on, you guys. I could totally do that. 100%.
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
Holy shit.
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her.
The
She
turntable.
died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on. That can't be true. Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
That would be very bad.
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Oh yeah.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. That's not true. That's not true. Not true at all. Dying message.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, it's wrong.
That is wrong.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember?
That was an easy one. Ah, come on.
11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question that Sayaka wrote that message, but I can prove it. Left index finger.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just a look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but... Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
The little gray cells.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
No, 180 degrees. Huh? Rotate it? I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the killer's name. If you turn her message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees.
We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all.
Nope, it's not. Nope. No siree.
She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
We got him.
The
We
evidence
got
Leon
him.
tried to get rid of?
The evidence Leon tried to get rid of is that thing that I found on the floor in front of the incinerator. It is...
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. Something about it we need to pay attention to. I don't appreciate Kyoko's condescending attitude. Ah, come on. Come on. Very kind. Very
If we
kind.
look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
Gwe? No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. The shattered crystal ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to...
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Yeah, that's a glass ball right there.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was divine with it.
I got it!
Yeah.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Oh, very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of the fairy. Of a
Hifumi
fairy.
had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge.
Holy sweet Jesus. I never actually know, like, what volume to have the game at. I never quite know.
Was because the killer was able to hit the switch
I never know.
without opening the gate. Once they got in the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
Hold your
But
horses.
the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for the killer, because he's the ultimate fanfic creator.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shepherd brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear.
Okay, alright.
And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yeah, sure. Yeah. It's time to show us your drawing skills. My drawing skills. Come on. I mean, you guys. MS Paint. What do you think my... I mean, heck, my profile picture is made in MS Paint. I'm pretty good at drawing. Every case has one last element to bring to the class. The class trial to the end is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case to form in form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section, press the left mouse button. Holy cow, you'll get a hint. You'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. So obviously, it would start with the killer entering the room somehow. But which one of these? Oh, wait. Ah. So which one of these would that be? Okay, now we need you to create a 20-page manga of everything that has happened, all under a timer. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, geez, a timer. Okay, killer enters. Okay, where do I throw these? What? Where do I throw these? Huh? Oh, they use the mouse button to move it. Let go of the mouse button to place it. Okay. Use the icon to fill in the blank blue spots. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. It's Japan. It's from right to left. It's from right to left. Huh. Bow, bow. Bow, bow. Bow, bow. Killer would be grabbing the lint roller. Where's the lint roller? There we are. Yeah, from right to left, top to bottom reading style. Ah, yes. Yes. Glass. Ball. I don't know what that is, but I guess I'll put that there.
The killer is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back.
And you laughed when I said Sayaka made weird faces? Oh, come on, these are totally normal stabbing faces, alright? Can't blame it. Alright, cannot blame.
During the struggle, A strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing,
this groovy music is kind of overlapping the story here, alright? I'm gonna need you to chill here, game.
And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there.
Yes.
But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch.
Yeah. What a beast.
For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that right, Leon?
Leon!
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit, and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence. I'm glad Sayaka really showed off her big brain, you know, by thinking to herself, Of all people here in the school I can pick to murder, I, a small, feeble pop star, would choose the large, strong athlete star. There are worse choices. There are worse choices. She could have chose Mondo. She could have chosen Mondo. Your first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. Sometimes during class trial, your opponents simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka the BTB BTW. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Huh? Press the right. Oh god. Press the right mouse button to lock onto an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the left mouse button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Oh god. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. Or she could have picked the fat guy or Junko, the book writer girl Kyoko, all of which have been better targets for her. Yes, but I mean, come on, she's a pop star. She'd have to go for the dudes. And also the fat guy wouldn't have worked. He's only into 2D shifty. Alright. She was already aware he was, clearly 3D was not enough. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point you can press left mouse button to shoot it with a truth bullet like any other statement. Repeat their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you will fail. Then good luck and have fun. Oh no, this does not look good. I might. And here we go, the most confusing tutorial of the game. Oh no. Okay.
Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to remove the screws.
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. God. Oh no.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
Hell yeah.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, Then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Alright, come on, that's all. That's the perfect excuse.
Stupid. Stupid.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Poor guy.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Poor Leon, man. Uh-oh, looks like he got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon, Leon.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
The hell's wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one staying here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all. Hey! Come on!
You'd expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with was really the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka For the friends that meant so much to her. That's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she came to talk to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy, howdy. The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just 'cause of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she descended into pure madness. What'd you say? Whew, I understand. Really, I do. Yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Wow. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. No, don't do that. But...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough. I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn. Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Barely avoided punishment, you did. Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back into your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom and killed her, am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
No, that's not... Stop. Better stop that right now. I've had enough of this.
Oh.
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him. What? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh, did you just awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that nothing more unethical than so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Shut up. Okay, well anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up. Let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment.
I'm begging you, please, don't do this!
Hey, come
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kuata, the ultimate baseball star. Baseball star. Ugh.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
Leon's done for. The 1,000 blows. Oh god. Oh god, no, that's certainly gotta be painful. What we saw. You know what my favorite thing to come out of this trial? The fact that this trial proves that the dorm rooms, bathrooms also have full camera coverage. So now you can take a fully monitored shower. Oh yeah, that's great. Konokuma's getting a lot out of us. No, I disagree. This is on Sayaka. She made the choice. She wasn't forced to do anything. Ah, come on, Sayaka. Come on. Come on. I mean, somebody had to be murdered at some point. I mean, come on, you gotta give the attempt. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. Ooh, what's going on?
I can't take it.
Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it. All you gotta do is swear to cut ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Hello, I'm just great. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Man, fuck you. Why the fuck you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? Oh, we make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well.
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. It's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course, we can't cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there, just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blackened's punishment. That's what everyone's been waiting for, after all.
Hey.
When you said everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I got to say. I need to save some fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us here. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long. I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. What if it's a girl? Mondo. Yeah, Mondo. Mondo's Achilles heel is so great, it always cracks me up. Yeah, Pondo can't go pounding the ass of women, or else then it just turns into a Brazzers video or something. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered in my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about.
It's about Sayaka, isn't it? ... I'm surprised you figured it out. Yeah, I'm kind of a detective.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that. Okay, Oko. Finally showing your true voice, I see. Yeah. I want to hug someone. Ah, come on, here you go. Shift A, hurry, hug. And I gotta add a hug command. Ooh, woo. Gotta add a hug command. Ooh, woo.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to Sayaka meant to double cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision, that's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was, thinking of me? What the? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you could infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What? start hugging Junko's corpse. Ah, come on, Junko. I don't think that'd be a good idea. I mean, she's kind of got spikes in her, so...
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Yeah, why are you telling me all this, huh? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Wow. Wow. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths. What the hell? That's... I could never do that, man. No. I'm gonna carry them with me the rest of my life, huh? How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I guess I could go hug Miss Muscles over there. Might get a broken back for it. Yeah, the bear hugs from, I don't know her name. I have no clue what her name is. Probably starts with an S. Probably Killer. Killer hugs. Carry their memories wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit it. I am curious. How did you know that I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh well. I guess you could say I'm psychic. I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. To be continued. Ah, we got to be continued. You received the Despair Bat. Present. One is the loneliest number. Why is that an achievement? Alright. I guess I got an achievement for completing Chapter 1. That was Chapter 1? How many chapters are in this game? Oh no. Want to cuddle someone? I'll have to add a cuddle command as well. You sound tired, Ryan? No, that's just how I always sound. That's how I always sound. I can't fix that. Alright. Let's see, I'm back here. 79! 79 coins. Dot, dot, dot. Am I back in my room? The room where everyone was murdered? We could call it quits, it being the end of the chapter and all. That is true. Dot, dot, dot. It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything here to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. Rip. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us.
Uh-huh.
It's a nice shower you got there. Yeah, it's a pretty nice shower. I almost forgot, since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
It's okay, no need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health. No, yeah. Probably isn't. I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it all. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late. You know, I didn't even want to be here.
So,
Hey, are you okay, Makoto?
Listen to me!
You sure took your sweet time. I was just about to go and get you and drag you back here.
I'm sorry, my bad. So what happened? Was your room fixed up like he said? I can imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom.
Hey, come on.
Jesus, it's fucked, man. Why did you say something like that? Come on. My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened.
I see.
Must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room? Well, staying there, with her scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt just as much. Plus, I decided that I can't turn away from her death. Makoto. Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, right? We all work together. I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
You got it!
So everyone just try and cheer up and get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better? Huh? We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. And now that's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well,
if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that.
Stop talking.
You guys, it's nighttime. It's nighttime, it's almost 10 p.m., you guys. Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Oh! Keep working together, fighting a common enemy. Like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean?
Are you okay with this?
The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. Makoto can now sneak into her room and smell the bed sheets. Oh Lord, Shifty. Oh no. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed.
Honestly.
Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great of a risk.
So then,
what are we supposed to do?
Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No.
What?
No what? Why, yeah.
I can't take it.
I don't want to live, if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else. Anyone else? What? You haven't killed anyone yet. What?
Huh?
Anyone else? Yeah. What? Yeah.
It's because
Leon died because you all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves.
But
so,
If we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it? ...
So
She's right. If you keep that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Cheer up. Come on. Listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what we would have done if he would have refused. In the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind. Ding dong, bing bong.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime.
That's right, Makoto. It's all Mastermind Sayaka's fault. Glad we agree. Come on, if we're talking about blaming dead people now. Alright, you guys, it's all Mastermind Junko's fault. Junko's the mastermind from the very beginning. That's right. So is Leon. Leon's also the mastermind. But mostly Junko.
Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited.
Well, Sayako is the mastermind of her murder plan, so see, she's a mastermind. And, you know, Junko was a mastermind at getting herself killed. Boom. Mastermind.
Oh, and one other thing.
Everyone is a suspect. Even the dead people.
It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you, see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear, so be well aware of your actions. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Whoa. Hey, I wonder, that I just have martinis just available at all times, Shifty. Probably not. It's just for Monokuma. That's all. What was that about just now? Was he saying it's our fault what happened? That's pretty cruel, man.
Don't fuck with me.
That piece of shit. Who does he think he is? And so the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only begun. Boys Laugh of Despair. Daily Life. Chapter 2. I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement, then he called us all to the gym. What's he gonna do to us this time? We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. With that goal in mind, he began it.
Okay, lift your arms up and down.
No one's doing it. No one's doing it except him, of course. Why not?
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now reach way up and
Why?
way down. Tighten Loosen those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
Doesn't this feel just great, being stuck inside like this? You gotta make sure you stay healthy. You're the one keeping us stuck inside. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto. Whoa, I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for?
So, why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise.
Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise? If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now, if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the assassin's fist.
Passed down from the generation to generation. In the Empire of Darkness, the power can be yours.
That sounds like the kind of junk a middle schooler would come up with. Shut up, Hifumi. Hifumi would be the type of person to catch on to this. It doesn't matter. Just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise?
Hey,
Teach me, Monokuma-sensei. Of course not. You think I have that kind of free time on my hands? Okay, so then I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open up to you.
What the heck?
Whole new world.
you guys?
It'd really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated.
Very nice.
So go ahead and look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode. With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he'd shown up. But a new world.
Could it be?
Is he talking about a way to get outside?
I wonder about that.
It seems unlikely.
Piece of shit!
Well, we won't know until we look. A whole new world. Yep.
Hey,
Whatever he meant, it seems we'll have to search the school one more time.
You hear me?
Okay, let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back up in the dining hall when we'll share what we found.
You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that?
Got it!
More like a staple food source.
Let's get moving.
Seeing his words as their signal, everyone's scattered and left the gym. Okay, gang, let's split up and search for clues. Oh, alright, Fred. Well, alright. I think that's a good spot to end it. New day, new chapter. And, you know, yeah. Let me just save the game. We'll have a lot of stuff to do next time. Alright. I hope you all enjoyed. I do. Hope you all enjoyed. I want to thank you for the follow. Hell, what else was I gonna say? I might be live this weekend. Or this week. I will be live on the weekends, but I might be live this week. So keep a lookout for that, I guess. But I also might not. So yeah, that's cool. All right. Well, I'm enjoying my time here. We got beautiful Hifumi on the title screen. Tune in next time for the same Ryan content, same Ryan murder. One of those things is not like the other. Oh, come on, murder. Nah. We don't do murdering here, Shifty. We're the ones getting murdered. We do no murdering. I gotta do a game where I'm doing the murdering. Alright. Well, I'll see you guys all next time. I hope you all enjoyed. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Later.